This is not how we're supposed to be starting this.
I know.
I don't even care, dude. Oh, fine. All right. So anyway, basically, I decided to go live with that. Completely catch these poor bastards off guard. I apologize to you guys for that. Following kind of what we got the advice on that we're going to start a little bit early in kibitz ahead of time. And I decided to completely not give you guys any prep whatsoever and start singing to DuckTales. Congratulations, we're demonetized. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. This is Tales from the Film Set, and we are covering The Power of the Dog, Netflix movie that I have seen absolutely nothing of, know even less about, and frankly, kind of curious about it. Gentlemen?
Same here. Like, it's got what? Benedict Cumberbatch in it. So
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
How is his name always so messed up to say? It's like
I know. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Yes.
We got to. I think by when Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness come out, we're gonna say his name correctly. We're gonna put some respect in his name.
Like he hasn't earned it already.
No, we're going.
Do you not see the man behind me right here?
No. I'm looking for.
That was when the first movie came out. I got that at AMC theaters back when they gave normal pricing for their tickets.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no. I'm salty today. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of salt going around on this one, especially considering the recent controversy considering this movie in regards to classic Western actor Sam Elliott. We'll get into that later on while we go through the movie. But yeah, I figured this would probably be the best pick for right now, considering we've seen so much of the Multiverse of Madness coming up. And as far as anyone you want to see win an Oscar and then see the next film they're going to be in, this makes sense.
Well, it makes, in this case, I'm curious about it. I mean, takes place in 1927. It's based on a movie from book from 1967, I believe. And Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, who many people may remember as the constant, never-ending damsel in distress in the first 3 Spider-Man movies. Her only contribution was to scream annoyingly throughout all 3 of them. And
or Bring It On. Bring It On was
rescued more often than Princess Toadstool.
Hint.
Yeah. But I don't know, like I said, much about this. I'm flying completely blind right now, so.
Well, I mean, the overarching plot is that you're going to see some cowboys do some cowboy things and question a lot of stuff.
Are they gay cowboys eating pudding?
I didn't want to go into the South Park reference. I did not. I purposely did not. But
I think that was already exhausted with Brokeback Mountain anyway.
Well, that being said, there may be some questions after the show about things like that. But I mean, it's pretty much classic Oscar bait when it comes to dramas. You set the time period, you set the certain circumstances, and then what, Devani? Why are you pointing at yourself? What?
Yeah, I'm waiting for this one too.
The Brokeback Mountain moment.
What?
Should we just hit play now and just get this going?
At this point, yeah, because there's no way to break this awkward silence.
So, like I said, I'm flying blind on this one. This is probably a stark contrast to what we did last week, which was the Mitchells versus the Machines. So you go from light and fluffy to dark, brooding, and dramatic. 2 hours and 5 minutes is the runtime, so we'll see what happens here, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're wearing his Dave Filoni hat.
Yes. Got to get into the mood of it.
Yeah.
Howdy, partner. Yeah. And we're gonna press play in 3.
Yeah. I just need to bring up the screen again, make sure I still have it.
Yeah. Call it when.
Yeah.
And by the way, of course, this is Power of the Dog on Netflix. If you want to go ahead and watch along with us, we are just about to start on there.
Yes. So. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam.
And it's loading. Netflix.
And this movie apparently did not do much in the box office. It was just barely, in the box office.
New Zealand Film Commission.
Yes, It was a lot of it was actually filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah,
Awesome.
cowboys and dinosaurs. That's what New Zealand's good for.
Pretty much, yeah. Although actually, if it wasn't for Lord of the Rings, it probably wouldn't be much of anything at all.
Oh,
Well, to be fair, I mean, Power Rangers was doing stuff over there long before that.
Yeah, that is true, but there's a big difference between Lord of the Rings and Power Rangers season 98.
Hey,
it's morphin' time.
franchises, man, it keeps it going.
That's true. Well, those guys are killing themselves anyway.
Yeah.
15-hour days, 5-day weeks, and low payouts.
I love how they call this pensive music.
Mm.
It's like really starting to draw you in.
Yep.
And in association with BBC. That's how you get Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny. You go back far enough and you remember what it was like with Sherlock.
Mm-hmm. Which was an awesome show. I had to
It was clever on how it modernized it, yet also seeing things through his perspective.
Montana.
1925. Tuesday. Moo.
Moo.
Moo. Mm-hmm. What was that? Warcraft with the cow level? Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo.
Wait. Moo.
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 I love the singer about the moon and the June and the spring. I love the singer about a sky or blue or a T for two.
That's nice. Good job.
Yeah.
I remember the old Merry Melodies cartoon that came from.
I remember that from
Owl.
South Park, actually.
Although, considering we're talking like moo cow, moo, and then we go into show songs,
Yeah.
kind of works.
Going down the South Park, I'm gonna cat myself down.
So I always love period pieces. I mean, I know you guys never did, but I've been fortunate to have done a couple of period things. BG or stand-in, like Boardwalk Empire, The Nick, The Deuce. There's something so awesome, just absolutely amazingly awesome about being part of it, because the meticulousness that you see here does not even come close to matching the work that went into it. 95% of the stuff that they set up, you'll never see in this movie.
This is so country. Plemons in the tub.
Yeah.
Benedict playing banjo.
I wonder if they got radio up there yet. This is 1925, so.
Does radio exist during that time? No.
I think it was, yeah. I think early. I think it was new at the time, but
it just didn't became modernized yet. It was there,
Yeah.
but it wasn't modernized. Okay.
yeah. Cows mooing, cow hand whistles.
Now, I forget if they're like just best friends or if they're brothers.
I think they're brothers from the synopses that I saw.
See, that's weird to me because, I mean, look at both of them. You're going to tell me Benedict Cumberbatch and Jesse Plemons have like any blood between them.
Well, one of them looks like the mom, looks at the father.
Anthrax.
Anthrax. Yeah, I guess anthrax was big back then. That is a lot of cows.
God.
To get that many cows, boy, that takes a lot of work there too.
CGI.
Could be. I don't know. The ranch hands in the back, I know, are probably the guys that actually handle the cows professionally as the official background cow ranchers. Now, I don't know anything about Jesse Plemons. Do you?
He's one of those good character actors. Like, you need him for... If you ever seen the movie Game Night,
yeah,
I know of it.
That.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Elk liver.
Bronco Henry. That... You hear some of these Western names, it's like, how were they not gay cowboys eating pudding? Like,
Hey.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But, I mean, it kind of feeds into itself.
By the way, they're smoking those
I'm sorry. You tell me, if you met a dude named Bronco Henry, what business do you think he's in?
macrame. Ballet.
All right.
By the way, they're smoking those herbal cigarettes. Those things are just ripe terrible.
Oh, he's creating like flowers.
Yeah. That's cute.
Hmm.
Is he going to give him to a girl? Someone perhaps he
Who knows?
fancies.
Maybe he just likes making them.
They got a car there.
Well, that's a Model T?
Probably one of them, yeah. Or model. There was more models than just the T.
Typical Western. Fried chicken. Baked beans.
Possibly some
Cornbread.
gumbo.
No salad? Where's the salad?
She has got to be pushing 50 at this point.
But she aged like fine wine, though.
No. Listen, don't get me wrong. She looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But I believe she was also.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Did he draw that?
I guess so. Yeah, he has that weird, that Hollywood style, quirky artist type.
Oh. He's the shut-in mama's boy type.
Yeah.
Oh.
She can't get away from Peters, can she?
And I'm not even gonna. No, just moving on from that one as quickly as possible.
Parker's. I meant Parker's. I mean, unless you can find other movies where she played opposite of Peter.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
She wasn't in that now.
Yeah.
No, but there's Peter in there.
It'd be kind of funny if they had her in the MCU, especially now.
Well, who would she play, though?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess technically she is part of the MCU now. Yeah,
She's part of the multiverse. That's not exactly necessarily.
Yeah, but I think that's still close enough. Yeah.
Oh, but that's nice. He made flowers for his dead dad.
Yeah, cute.
Ones that aren't going to wilt and die.
Right.
That's progressive, man. He was learning before. Regular flowers die and shit. Get that plastic stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Works
or paper
perfectly
in this
fine.
sense because they didn't have plastic.
Paper or plastic?
I mean, sure, when the next rainfall comes around, they're done, but
Beach Mountain. Yeah, like I said.
It's like the Magnificent Seven plus 3.
I was going to say we need a theme behind it.
And that's the thing. You look at some of those outfits for cowboys back then. It's like some of them almost look like the kind of stuff you would have seen in a Hollywood movie with the tassels and everything.
Well,
almost costumey.
Yeah.
Well, this is Hollywood's rendition of what the 1920s were back then. Not counting the flies, the horse poop, possibly unbathed people.
Right, but I think that's probably why some people may have an issue with the movie because it's they don't know what they're talking about when they're making a Western. What do these people know about Western when they're not Westerners? Like the director, Jane Campion, she's a New Zealander.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the grapes that Sam Elliott had about the movie. One of many, obviously.
He's got to be in his 80s at this point right now too, right?
No.
That sense animosity between them two.
I'm sorry. If my brother kept calling me fatso, I would have slugged him.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You get intimidated, though. They say it enough, you believe they're right, Bronco Henry. Especially when your name's Bronco Henry.
A lot of people love that Bronco Henry.
Yeah. And I don't think he didn't drink his. He kind of sipped it. Brother dude.
Place is called The Slant.
I feel like that guy could have easily been played by like Jim Gaffigan.
I want to be surprised. Oh, I mean, I would almost say you could have switched out Jim Gaffigan for Jesse Plemons.
Yes, I'm saying. Or that one guy on the Food Network, that really creepy dude with the, ginger mustache. I guess Peter is her kid. Yeah, supposedly this movie only made like 750,000 at the box office.
Wow.
Well, again, it came out when things were still a little limited in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it was just enough to be able to get it Oscar qualified, but
Yep, that's all you need. Those couple of weekends.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Major markets, New York, LA, like we talked about last week.
Oh.
Man, compared to everyone else, that kid looks ghostly.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like Ezra Miller and like the Harry Potter sequels, whatever his name is.
Oh, I wouldn't have told him.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh boy.
There is a little Sherlock in this persona, isn't there?
Cumberbatch has the ability to play
Yeah.
a dick, regardless of his moral values.
Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Strange, Sherlock, this, other characters he's played in other dramas. I'm sure even Smog as the dragon.
Yeah. What was the one where he was the scientist in World War II? Do you remember?
The Imitation Game.
That was it. Yes, thank you. I don't think he was a sarcastic guy in that one, though.
Yeah, The Turning.
Mm.
I feel like I should have a piece of straw in my mouth, just like listening.
Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Yeah. I see a little bit of like Streetcar Named Desire between those two.
I see that.
Between Marlon Brando, the sidekick guy's name, whose name I can't remember. That guy is.
See, that's why you can't have that in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Right.
People would actually be quiet.
Fried chicken.
Almost want to be like, there's always that one party at the diner.
Yep. He'd be the kind of guy who would give like a 10-cent tip.
Back then, 10 cent meant something.
I think you know what I mean, though. You know,
But
if this is modern day, they spend 4 hours looking at their phone. I guess they had the hula hoop back then.
25.
It was big in the 50s.
That's like a proxy. Yeah, I'd say so.
No, there were people that actually thought that was corrupting the youth.
Mm-hmm. He's starting to hate his brother.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
A lifetime had to deal with that, though.
Well, I think back then it was just a matter of like, family bonds.
Yep.
Really being more of a thing than probably they are now. Nowadays, family is who you make of it, as opposed to who your blood is.
Yeah.
But that was a difference in mentality.
Yeah, and especially in a place like that where there's probably nobody.
Yeah, all you got is your blood, and then whoever happens to drift through that you can get to work for you.
Yeah, one of those towns with like a population of maybe 100, 125.
Not a lot of people coming off the railroad.
Nope.
Damn shame.
Damn.
So I'm getting too much into my cowboyness right now. It's like I gotta save that for later.
Your cowboyness?
I'm telling you, once I start telling you about what Sam Elliott said, if you guys haven't heard about it, oh my goodness.
I have not heard it, actually.
Ooh-wee. Let me find that. And actually, it's pretty funny considering they're talking about this with Westerns, because Westerns are kind of like making a little bit of a comeback now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between Yellowstone in 1883 on Paramount, that other cowboy movie with Regina
Harder
King.
They Fall. Harder They Fall.
Yes. And actually, what's his name? Josh Brolin's going to be coming out with another Western show on Amazon Prime soon.
Is he?
Yeah, called the Outer Plains, I think.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a little quirky sci-fi-ish, but still cowboys. And that's funny because, like, back in the day, Westerns were like the comic book movies of our time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every kid wanted to be a cowboy. Everyone wanted to play Cowboys and Indians. Everyone wanted to have, like, those 6-shooters that played the caps.
The 70s and 80s, we did, yeah. Hey, Fuzz Aldrin. How we doing? I dig that. I really dig that.
Now, see, some things haven't changed. That's a club on any given night. All that place needed was a DJ, and it'd be just like Jersey.
Yeah.
Barcode in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Come out this weekend.
I never been to Barcode.
It's decent.
Me neither.
I used to like it back when it was Coco Bongo.
Oh, is it true that Barcode got a pool, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, there was plenty of nights when the cops showed up on that one.
Oh,
George,
you saw some things.
Yeah. No, I saw more back when I used to work the teen nights over at Club Abyss, but those were good days.
The good old days.
Dude, when you're going in for a teen night and they're carding you because they think you're 35, that's when you feel impressive.
They carded me for thinking I'm 35. Be grateful.
No, that was the thing. I had to make sure I was like a teenager still.
Oh,
So
wow.
they thought of it because I had like the facial hair and
Yeah,
I
I go
was
back the other
wearing
way.
good clothes. I was like too old to be there.
Wow.
But that's when I started like talking to girls because girls thought like, oh well, he might be more mature. I don't know. Maybe he's got a fake ID to say he's younger. Maybe
Was
he's
that
got a job and some shit. I don't
was
know.
that line from Clerks too? And they all look up to me because I got a driver's license.
Yeah.
It was messed up, man.
So is George spending some time with that there Rose? I don't think kindly to George having relationships.
Well, that's the thing. He's been doing this for the past 25 years after Bronco
Yeah.
Henry came along and taught him what to do. This is all he knows, and
Hmm.
Jesse knows other things. Well, brother, I got laid. No.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Who?
Didn't have to.
Hmm.
I mean, he was pretty ambivalent about it.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the fucked up sound. Get human.
Yeah. That used to be a good website. Not anymore.
There was this website called Get Human.
Yeah. What it used to do is actually you put in an 800 number and it would actually teach you whatever you had to dial in order to actually get a live human on like an 800 line.
Hmm.
It's great.
Huh.
2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is based off of a book, right?
Yeah. A book by the same name that was 1967, I think.
Right.
I don't know how close.
And that
it
was about
resembles-
like the author's personal experiences, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much this ties or how close this mirrors the book itself, but I wonder if there's a time jump at this point too.
I should get me a Stetson, just for the hell of it.
Oh, there we go. We've already got the question on this one. Ryan, you may as well go into it now.
Yes, exactly, Fuzz. That is exactly why we are watching this movie this week,
Yeah.
because of the Sam Elliott stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's it's stupid, and yet it's not stupid because you kind of expect someone like Sam Elliott to go ahead and comment on a film like this, but at the same end, him having the reaction he had is exactly why the movie like this gets made.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's free advertising as far as I'm concerned.
So in this case, just to clarify, what did you?
Okay, so
Best as you're able to say on air, anyway.
yeah, no. Don't let me necessarily interrupt anyone else's watching of the movie while you're going ahead and doing that. Which, by the way, we are currently at 23 minutes and 55 seconds at this
All right.
point.
Close
Right.
enough. Anthony.
Close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the
I
first
didn't
time.
see any funny business.
This is the first time
I'm sure there isn't any funny business, but
Yeah, I'll bring that
it's
back.
a matter of like what you think is serious and what actually transpired back in those days that maybe people didn't talk about.
Hmm.
So Sam Elliott, who we all know from movies like Roadhouse and being the new mayor on Family Guy, he was on the Mark Maron podcast, and he said this about the movie. I'm going to try to do it in my best Sam Elliott voice, so this way we sound country with it.
Awesome.
Awesome, man.
You want to talk about that piece of shit? Mark says you didn't like that one? Fuck no. Why? I'll tell you why I didn't like it anyway. Who wears bow ties and not much else? Saying that they looked like Chippendales dancers the way they were dressed. Remember them from back in the day? You remember Chippendales dancers? Those dogs don't hunt. Continues. That's what all these fucking cowboys in the movie look like. They're all running around in chaps and no shirts. There's all these. There's all these running around in chaps and no shirts. There's all these allusions to homosexuality throughout the fucking movie. I thought that's what the movie was about, Marin said, because it is. Elliot continues. Where's the Western in this Western? I mean, Cumberbatch never got out of his fucking chaps. He had 2 pairs of chaps. A woolly pair and a leather pair. And every fucking time he would walk in from somewhere, he never was on a horse. Maybe once. He'd walk into the fucking house, storm up the fucking stairs, go lay on his bed in his chaps and play the banjo. It's like, what the fuck? So, apparently his whole idea is like, this is not how cowboys act.
Okay, so my question is, how many secrets? Matter of fact, what secret does he has in his closet? If you want to say that ain't how cowboys act.
I don't know if Sam Elliott's necessarily got any skeletons in his closet. I mean, he's 77 at this point. I mean, if he did, they would have been out by now.
No, not
But
necessarily.
he's also a guy who was pretty much raised up in like that whole manly man mentality, kind of like a Clint Eastwood was, or a John Wayne. So the mentality isn't surprising. It's just one of those things where it's like Westerns have kind of evolved to the point where it's like not every Western has to be about gunslinging and, saving the ranch and everything like that. Not everything has to be the Magnificent Seven.
Which, speaking of, he did 6 years on the show The Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As the angry, pissed off dad.
Well, apparently he's still in that mode.
Yeah. But like you said, any press is good press, but I don't think people are taking it that seriously.
Right.
Well, he went on to talk more about the director and everything because it was pretty much like, and why the fuck did she shoot this movie in New Zealand and call it Montana and say, this is the way it was? That fucking rubbed me the wrong way, pal.
All right, so
what the fuck does Campion, who she's a brilliant director, by the way, I love her work, previous work, but what the fuck does this woman know about down there, New Zealand, know about the American West? And it's not what she knows about the American West. It's what the writer of the book knows about the American West.
And whatever consultants they brought in as well. I'm sure they had consultants, with firsthand experience here. Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I guess he can't get himself around the mentality of like a cowboy movie being something more than just a cowboy movie.
Like you said, there's no gunslinging, there's no this, but there were farmers as well that had desert crops that.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously you think about some of the great westerns that of the old days and modern days, whether it be Silverado, Tombstone, Unforgiven, Rio Grande, all sorts of stuff from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, for Fistful of Dollars. They all pretty much were like the same thing. 310 to Yuma, But I think we've gotten to the point where I think westerns, while they have their resurgence, are kind of like going in the way of Marvel movies, where you can't just do the same movie all the time. You have to slip into other genres.
Right.
You got to do other things. Like, hell, even Jordan Peele, he's kind of doing a bit of a cowboy movie with Nope, with, the horse ranges and, raising them up and everything. Liberty Vance was another good one, too. Yeah. But that obviously is going to be more of a sci-fi movie that he's doing. He's not doing a straight Western. And I don't know if a straight Western is necessary.
Well, even when you had straight Westerns, you can blend them also. I mean, you had Firefly.
Yeah, it can be done, but it doesn't mean it has to be done every time.
Right. Like, look at Cowboys and Aliens.
Do we have to?
To be fair, some things should be left alone.
By the way,
Jonah Hex. But
dead now.
To be honest, I would have liked to see DC do another Jonah Hex movie, but I want them to do it like a real Western. Not like some phony ass Hercules and Xena type movie like they did with Brolin.
Like a story where he basically was like a traditional Western film, but he happened to be teleported to the modern day type setup.
No, just I mean, first of all, you don't have to give him like a special power, which he didn't have.
Yeah. No, but I'm not saying give him a power. Like he was facing somebody that probably you could actually add witchcraft to the Western story of
Yeah,
him, and
yeah,
then
he
by
can
him,
go up against traditional or supernatural or paranormal sort of things like he has in the comics,
right,
but he can
and let
still just be a normal man with a fucked up face.
right. So what I'm saying is, it could be set up in that way where that witchcraft stuff actually teleports him to the modern day. Think of was it Army of the Dead scenario where they did with the Evil Dead?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't usually like movies where it's like, oh, we bring somebody, it's like the fish out of water tale. It's like, it's been done so many times where someone's brought to modern times, like, ooh, wow, what's that? It's like, okay, we get it. You're confused. But I would say if you want to go ahead and send them even further back, do like Cowboy and King Arthur's Court or something like that. Put them
Well,
up
it was a
against another
Connecticut Yankee
DC villain like
generation.
Morgan Le Fay. Something of
Mm.
that nature. That I'm cool with. Really switch it up. Really just change things. Don't bring them to the 20th century or 21st century.
Or build it to break up to the 20th century. Like it's ways you can do it. Like you could do one movie where he's still in the Western. He gets something where he could teleport and hunt the actual villain down, and he goes back in time further, like you said, to medieval, and then send himself back to the future or the present.
Is Back to the Future 3 a good Western?
I say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think because, well, if for no other reason than Marty McFly stepped in horseshit, which is a legitimate problem that never gets addressed in any cowboy movie ever. Have you seen any horse shit in this movie at all?
Or cow shit, considering all the cows they're moving around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Or
again,
even
they're always on
shit.
horses usually, so it's the horses getting
Yeah.
into it. Maybe that's why they always keep wearing the chaps, just to make sure that the pants are clean.
Could be. Well, I mean, Montana gets damn cold. But yes, I would say Back to the Future 3 is a good
Steady, you
one.
little bitch. Wow.
Wow.
He is really upset over his brother.
Well, it's maybe his only friend, too, if you think about it.
Wow.
Mm.
Damn, we're only on number 3.
3. Yeah, how many chapters is this? 38?
No, we're going standard Star Wars. Just 9 chapters, that's it.
You mean 6 chapters, that's it.
Okay. So this is them getting married, or they already got hitched?
Yeah, again, we don't really know what the jump time on this is.
Mm-mm.
This is what people back then would call a dandy.
You know your Western.
Yeah, city slicking type.
Are they going to have a hootenanny or a shindig?
I'll tell you this, it won't be no barn burner. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what. Dang old boom, man. Think we go watch Kirsten Dunst that Spider-Man movie.
Actually, that's really more like southern talk. Western
That was
talk
more,
was just kind of like
that was more of a
long and drawn
Boomhauer right
on,
there.
Just real casual, like.
Asian westerns.
Do you guys watch Asian westerns? For example, The Good, the Bad, the Weird, or Let the Bullets Fly?
I've
I was
seen
thinking-
the good and the bad, the weird. I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I've wanted to because it looked funny. Let the Bullets Fly. I haven't heard of yet.
I heard of both of them. I just never got the chance to actually sit down and actually
haven't
watch
seen it
those.
either.
Yeah. Plus, I
but-
guess it kind of depends. Like, what exactly constitutes an Asian Western? Is it pretty much like Asian cowboys, or is it just like something that would have been set back in those days of like the late 1800s, the early 1900s, but
I think the
still would have
second,
been
yeah.
Japan or China.
I think
or
that's probably what it means, yeah.
Yeah. Let the Bullets Fly is free on Tubi.
On Tubi. Good to know.
Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be or not to be?
That is the
Tubi,
question.
dooby doo.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever gone on Tubi. I've never used Tubi.
But are they eating pudding?
Again with the pudding. First of all, those are French cowboys. That's
Wait,
Dude,
what type of pudding do you like? Because you've been talking about pudding all day while we've been watching this
Tapioca.
film.
Tapioca pudding.
chocolate with whipped cream.
Yes, me and him in the same boat.
Gotta have
Yeah,
the whipped cream in it because this way you swirl it around.
How about Cool Whip?
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, you got chocolate pudding without Cool Whip.
I mean, if you're at a diner, fine, you get the canned stuff, but if you can do
Cool Whip.
cool.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Not Miracle Whip. Cool Whip.
No, cool. It's got to be Cool Whip.
I mean, I'm sure some people have that taste. See, we laugh at it now, but think about it. When would there have been an opportunity back in those days for like a guy to learn how to dance unless it was his wedding day?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you lived out there, unless you knew of like the one saloon where they just went ahead and hooted and hollered.
Yeah. But I mean, also, he's very sheltered as well.
Yeah.
TV3, yeah. Tubi's much
They
like
dumped everything
Pluto
on
TV
it.
that way. Pluto TV is freaking
Sounds like
awesome.
crackle.
I've never used Tubi that much, but Pluto's amazing.
Yeah.
It has a
Or
20.
Vudu,
It
yeah.
has a 24-hour One Piece network, just nonstop 24/7 One Piece.
And I know they got a lot of anime shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
how nice it is not to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess that's the thing. I mean, if you've been hanging around with a brother like that all your life,
Yeah.
and cowboys that pretty much hang on his every word, yeah, you would feel alone.
And she might be like the only girl in town.
Well, I don't know about the only girl in town, but certainly the only girl that like understands him and doesn't go along with what his brother would think.
It's a great
Redeeming
show.
love.
Have you seen Rendering Love?
Redeeming
No.
love.
What? Rendeming?
Random love. I've not seen Redeeming Love.
I've seen Red Rum Love.
Red Room. Man. Love.
Oh, but no, I have not seen Redeeming Love.
We're gonna keep throwing.
Redeeming
We're
Love.
gonna keep throwing movies out there. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? You know, we're gonna get one that's gonna be a yes at some point. I swear to God.
Yeah, we are.
Well, because again, it's a matter of like westerns not necessarily being as popular in the last like 20 years as they were like even leading up to the 70s.
Right. And also, it's all about the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That is a big moose head. In there.
See, he's thinking. He's thinking.
That's a big moose.
Yes.
Shoot that joker in the head.
Shoot it, nothing. I kicked it until it died. Yeah. Faith-based movie, but crosses the line. Yeah, so what line is crossed by faith? Ooh, oh,
Oh, ouch.
yeah. I like happy, fluffy stuff. You know, I'm so easily affected by everything I watch. I really am. Like so much more than fuck. I'm not even gonna post that next one. That's like straight hentai stuff right there. Yep. Okay.
Wow. Like, how are you going to do that to your sister-in-law?
So, how about those Mets?
Oh, okay. So this is what Sam was talking about. He's just there in his chaps.
Don't wear your chaps on the bed. Did nobody tell you to take your chaps off when you sit down in bed?
I mean, to be fair,
Fuzz,
we
not watching
live
that
in a
one.
society.
Sorry.
I'm not trying to sound like the Joker. We live in a society, but we live in that day and age where it's like when we come home, we just like sweatpants and that's it. We don't care. We're not staying in our work clothes.
Came back last night in a full suit. First thing I did was take that thing off, switch into sweats. It's glorious.
Yeah, because you can.
Actually, no, I switch into really old jeans that have like holes right up the ass and like the jeans are ripped like that top to bottom. And it was wonderful.
So, you just decided to be abnormal. But I'm crazy.
Not a bad Mark Hamill Joker.
No, that's not really the Mark Hamill. I try to do it. Chris, what's his name? Heath Ledger one. Now, if you really want to hit the Mark Hamilton one, just let me know.
Go for it.
Well, Bats, there's always time for me.
Not bad. Not
They
bad.
sound similar.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have your lip smacking more to do a Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
Like we live.
Can you pull off a Nicholson? You guys. Or Caesar Romero.
My father once said to my mother,
Nah.
I'm not even going to try. I can do a Christian Bale Batman.
Let me show you a magic trick.
I'm going to pull up this chat right now. We have another chat right here.
Gotta take this.
You see, the harder they fall in Netflix. No, I haven't.
And I'm going to make it disappear. Bam! No, just...
Swear to me. Ow.
Dude, I was watching those movies all this past week.
Nostalgia
Have
Critic
you
is going
guys
to break
seen-
down the trilogy.
Oh, of course. We saw that movie. That was a phenomenal movie. Awesome soundtrack.
You probably got one, yeah.
See,
Awesome
we just had to be
soundtrack.
distracted, just like he just got distracted because he can't stand George having sex.
Yeah. And all he's got is basically Bronco Henry, friend.
Been a long time since a woman moaned in that house.
Either two things. Either you leave the house or you just become a pervert.
Well, clearly he's living in the past. Can't let go yesterday.
So they didn't have earplugs back then? And
No, some people just have to deal with the noise and others just say, bump it. I'm just going to go to the nearest bar that's late night and let them do their business. And
Yeah, but
hopefully
how's the quirky kid doing with all that? So
right, but obviously look at what's going on here, how he's like
you got
his affinity for Bronco Henry and just going ahead and like polishing his saddle. Old Henry, no.
A new Western called
different
Henry.
Henry.
You haven't seen Old Henry.
Is that like the new adventures of old Christine?
But yeah, you get right away that like if he cares about anybody, it's like he cares about George, but that's just more of like a greed. But then he cares about Bronco Henry as like maybe not even necessarily as a father figure, but certainly as like the one man he like truly admired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you even said that with an accent too. Truly mad.
Yeah. Again, it's the hat. You know, when I put the hat on,
just assume the role.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so different.
Now, this I don't get at all.
Well, I just think okay.
Even the Chippendales dancers never did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
It's like, okay, so is it like do you feel differently when like you're going into the water and it just washes off? Like that sense of being clean?
I don't know. Washing his sins away. Maybe the sins of whatever tryst he may have had with Bronco Henry and the shame therein.
Maybe, well, I mean, obviously he knew the location, so maybe that was his spot.
Could be.
With him.
Isolation, he feels dirty, so he's just like, let me come rest up and just...
Well, that's pretty much what this is going to be about. It's going to be about one homesteader, someone's son.
There's two more. Basically, father found some gold, and Atlas tried to kill him. And
that sounds like some
pick up a gun and
Western.
defend himself. Defend himself.
We just need to find some gold. Diamonds and pearl.
Gold's like what, $1,500 an ounce right now or something?
No one ever cares about silver.
Yeah, silver. Or even hell, fool's gold. It's worth about a quarter of real gold. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, no, I'd love to see a Western about like someone who just like who was the first person to find fool's gold and sell it off to people. Who was the first sham man to pull that off? That would be fun.
But like I said, fool's gold is worth about like 1/4 of the rate of gold. So you find a couple pounds of that, you're still set.
Wow.
Right, because fools won't know the difference.
Not a couple pounds, but you get anything. So, cow hands.
Oh, who died?
Yeah, I was going to say, that looks like a son is frustrated that the dad won't touch guns. No, I can't. They're about to die. No.
Oh wait, no, that's a piano.
Ah, well, maybe there's a really big person died in there. Is that
How
a
m-
grand?
How many movies have done that? Like where somebody's afraid of guns, and then next thing you know, they got pushed to that limit that they had no
Exactly.
choice but to use it.
I always think back to Die Hard, where Reginald VelJohnson finally gets that final shot off at the end.
Yeah. Well, remember, do you guys ever see the movie Orgasmo?
Yes.
Then-
Yeah.
No,
there was
I
a line.
don't
There's
If
a
it's
line
point
in there
related, I've watched it.
where Chota Boy basically, studied hamster style, and he's like, "No, I can't use hamster style ever. I can't use it." And then it flashes back later, and he's like, "Dad, yes, son, I don't think I want to use hamster style anymore." Okay. And that's how it went down, man. I can still smell his newspaper.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
I
mercy.
freaking love that movie, man. Yeah. Henry finally picks up the gun in a secret. He was Billy the Kid. Okay. And the whole Landry killed everyone.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard about them thinking about remaking Young Guns.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
East and west of the Rio Grande.
I'm saying I don't own many movies in the westerns, but I definitely own those. Young Guns movies, good stuff. Every time Emilio Estevez just pointing that gun at you, it's like, I'll make you famous.
Did you guys ever see the Mighty Ducks TV show? The one that came out on Disney Plus like last year?
Yes.
How was it?
didn't.
It's good. It's fun. It's got a lot of the heart of the original 2 movies, I'd say.
Not counting the third.
Well, the third was definitely confrontational and between fans and critics, but it's going to be sad that Emilio's not coming back for the second season.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, he might have just been handing the reins off, too.
No, there was a COVID-related thing as to why he's not coming back. Now, I don't know if that's still stuck, but that's the last I heard of it.
Oh, the band just... Oh, so I guess Benedict is coming in.
Oh, she's unnerved. I mean, obviously, you got one brother that likes you and one brother that doesn't.
Well, that's the scary thing about it. The brother that don't like you, what is he capable of?
I don't know. He was bitch slapping a horse earlier, so I'd say he's capable of anything.
By the way, can I just point out Kirsten Dunst is only 39 years old?
Oh, this is interesting. Are they going to combine in their love of music?
Interesting.
Well, it's not like they're battling each other or they're trying to outdo one another.
Or are they? Maybe.
He ain't really playing that.
She might have been playing, though.
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst probably does. I think she does play piano because I think in a couple of movies she played piano.
And
maybe they were dueling.
And
she
that's
does
the end
not
of the
look
scene.
happy.
Like I said, she's 39 years old. They really, brought her age up for this, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow. Also from Jersey, by the way.
Wow, I didn't hear wrong.
Point Pleasant.
You can pretty much find everybody coming from Jersey at some point or another.
Pretty much, yeah.
Eddie Murphy, New Jersey. Michael B. Jordan, New Jersey.
Shaq, New Jersey. Queen Latifah, New Jersey. Peter Dinklage.
We are essentially the Travers town of America.
Derek Jeter. Nobody realizes that one. He's from Pequannock originally.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that is the
This is
presence
not
of a
gonna go
man who
well.
is not thrilled.
His bow tie is crooked.
He's got the gloves on the hands and everything.
It's funny when I read that first sentence, we're going to see the basement. I was immediately thinking of Attack on Titan and the conversation Devani had right before this.
Yes. Okay. Now I may have a question. Are they really brothers, or is there some type of questionable
Past history.
Yes.
Put it delicately.
Yeah.
I thought they were brothers, but
Well, I mean, a little quick look on IMDb will go ahead and tell us if they have last names.
you on that?
I'm on it.
Right. No, yeah, they're Phil and George Burbank.
Both Burbank.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with their great grandson Truman Burbank.
Or the city. Like I said, I got to give credit. Those herbal cigarettes are unbridlably brutal, man. Those things are fucking terrible.
That's your point you're wanting to make.
Dude, you've never smoked one of those. They are horrid. I would probably rather smoke a real one.
No, but the fact that he just went there to be like, okay, if you come, you got to take a shower.
Talking two different conversations here, but that's okay. Sorry. How about those Mets?
Mets are awesome.
Well, who do you think they meant by the old gent and the old lady? Wonder how shocked do they look?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
The more you watch the movie, the more you see there really is just like the duality here of like the one brother and the country ways, and then the other brother more sophisticated city folk.
Yeah.
It's almost like class worship.
And you too. So we do these things, by the way, every Thursday. I just want to point that
Thank
out.
you kindly.
Yeah, thank
Go
you.
ahead and tell your friends. Let them know that we're watching this, and we're going to be watching movies all month long leading up to the Oscars.
Damn right.
Exactly.
So,
With or without Southern accent now, too. Well, Northwestern accent.
I can't do a Southern accent. I'm just letting you know that
dude.
I'm just one of those people that cannot pick it up.
You almost have a little John Wayne there, though.
well, to me, there's a difference between a Southern accent and a Western accent.
So the Western accent is like this, I could take my 20-inch gauge and just point it at you.
20-inch gauge. It sounds like you're talking more about a piercing.
I could take my 6-shooter, point it to your face, and that'd be that.
Oh, by the way, the posh snob types. Does he swear the cows in Greek or Latin?
No, the best one would be, which one you want, partner? The right or the left? Or both?
Now, you know who's got like the best like starting Western accent that you could probably pick up?
Who's that?
The guys from Letterkenny.
I need to get a Letterkenny.
They're just some good old boys. Like not southern, not like Mississippi, Louisiana, none of that.
Mm-hmm. She's feeling mighty out of place, yeah.
Of course.
I'm not drinking George's concoction.
Tutankhamun was found, I think, in 1925 or 23. Maybe 23. Died at 17, though.
Oh, there he is sitting on Bronco's Henry saddle.
That's a euphemism, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. You know, it's funny. He's getting sharper and sharper dressed every time he meets him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the duality of where they're going in life.
Such an impudent child.
No, I don't want to. I want to take a bath.
And she looks just so out of place.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, she's like the great go-between. Like a little bit too sophisticated to be country and a little bit too hickish to be classy.
This is not going to go well. And will very possibly lead to an argument later between them.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dance, monkey, dance.
Wow.
That's basically what this is. He's trying to show her off.
But she doesn't feel worthy of them in the first place, so.
Right.
So if she starts doing the equivalent of chopsticks,
she's still going to be frowned upon.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, even chopsticks would probably be enough to impress these people. Look at them. They're all old enough. I don't think they could lift their fingers high enough. But the thing, that was entertainment back then. Before there was radio and television, you had to have even at least one talented person around to play for everyone.
It was
Whether
this,
it was singing,
books and stories, yeah.
Instruments, storytelling.
Uh-oh.
Halter trained. That's what they called it. Oof. And look at him just sneaking in the background.
Well, yeah. Oh, hey.
Eaten by a cougar? That's the story they went with? The Pinano.
Panano and dancing.
Oh.
God, if looks could kill from her right now, you know?
As opposed to fake dirt? Like, what's lying dirt? feel like that's been her look the entire movie.
Pretty much, yeah. But like I said, at least she's not screaming like she did in all 3 Spider-Man movies.
Oh my god!
So there's got to be a counter on YouTube of how many times she actually screamed in those movies.
Peter!
I think that was always funny with her because, I mean, in the movie, like, she ended up becoming an actress.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there was plenty of meta about it. Oh, now she's hitting the sauce.
Iv.
Speaking of. It's Arizona, not Montana, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been perfect.
Cars are more common now. You know, or maybe they're just in a big city. Oh God! Every kid has had to do with that, with a mom. I think it's a rite of passage when they sit there and just grab the crotch and grab the back of them. It's like, stop it.
Wait, they had sneakers during that time?
They might have.
Sneakers? Where are you seeing sneakers?
Maybe on the kid. Oh yeah, they're right there.
Wait, what? Those look like Converse.
Yeah.
It's like the Nike low switch.
Oh.
Oh.
Y'all thought I was just messing with you. I'm dead serious.
I guess this is castration. Ooh. Oh, that's worse than Benedict Cumberbatch's backside.
I pulled my balls inside my body when I watched that.
Yeah,
too.
that's castrating.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Hey, fatso comment. Fat shaming.
I mean, if he's calling him fat, so he probably would have called me a cow.
Yeah, you're awesome, dude. Don't ever say Lois.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You notice that a lot of women.
This feels like every high school bully movie ever now.
Pretty much, yeah. Like those early 2000s jock ones.
Oh, and she's hitting the sauce bad.
Yeah.
It's the only way she can deal. And I apologize if there's anybody watching that think I'm trying to take the piss out of this, but it's just there's obviously some things that were added in here for thematics and dramatic effect.
E.g. such as That is a thin kid. My God.
Yeah.
And remember, that camera adds weight.
Well, plus, they probably bloused out the shirt a bit.
But those faraway shots, the kid looks like a twig. Oh,
they got on the sneakers for running.
Run, Forrest, run.
Look at how much wind is just blowing up in that shirt, trying to make him look beefy.
Is a dog head? Is that a wolf head on the wall or a dog head on the wall?
Oh, that's pretty much every animal I think they got up there. If the kid's not careful, he's going to be up there too.
Now you was drinking. You don't have a headache.
And he called her Rose too.
Well, my guess is that she may have been not the original mother. So yeah, that would have made this His third family?
Hmm. A bunny.
Oh, it's so soft. It's helping my hangover.
They're gonna kill the bunny. Don't kill the bunny.
The bunny, like, she drunk, man. Don't give me to her, please. She drunk.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that bunny isn't making it to the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Anyone that knows anything about animals and these sorts of things,
Yep.
woo!
To send Benedict Cumberbatch, right straight over the top to pure unbridled villainy.
Bunny gonna become rabbit stew.
Little Hassam pepper.
That's not true. That's not how it works. It's just the body recesses, and that's all the hair that's there.
Yeah, I know.
Damn yokels don't know nothing about science.
It's fake news. She's trying to make the moves on him now.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that?
Mm.
I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not think he was going to become a science experiment. Oh, this thing just went from Western to Dexter.
Learn about the anatomy.
Although, to be fair, if they push the kid enough, what if this does become like a horror movie in like the third act?
Well, back then, pretty much animals were food regardless. So.
Ooh-wee. That rabbit's seen better days.
Mm.
But yeah, I feel like I've seen that girl somewhere.
Haha, he missed.
Tipsy still. Alcohol is a hell of a drug.
She's winning though.
Huh?
She was winning though.
Yeah,
15 left.
Him.
Oh, Thomas and Mackenzie. Okay, yes.
Okay.
What?
So I don't know if you guys saw Last Night in Soho.
No of it though.
Or Jojo Rabbit. Or Old.
Oh, I saw Jojo Rabbit.
Okay, she's the girl they hide.
Oh.
That's where I recognized her from. But I also recognize her because Last Night in Soho, she was the lead in that. And oh my God, that was such a good movie. That thing should have gotten some nominations. But yeah, they just put her like on the far end of the cast list on this thing. I'm like, I don't know when this movie got made, but obviously she broke before it did.
That intensity, that look. Like he ready to kill.
Damn.
Just for his Arrowhead collection.
Yeah, they haven't made any derogatory Native American or, first American references here yet, have they? Or even seen any. They were around there back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
Saw a black dude. He was a background guy.
Uh-oh. She heard that whistling. And yeah, she's got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
It's only a problem when I stop.
This must have been what Sam Elliott was talking
Oh, hello.
about. Like, Cowboys don't do that.
I am not putting those hats on.
Now I see. Well, but no. Yeah. At times. Maybe you didn't do that, but you had some Cowboys that did.
Yeah.
Well, again, I mean, if these, like, think of it. This is your coworkers that you work with every day. It's not like you go to the bar all the time to see women. And
You've seen
you're
everything.
married. If you were, you'd be with the wife. So you just prefer the camaraderie of men. Doesn't mean you're going to go ahead and try to, bugger all of them. But
yeah,
that's just who you're around.
Yeah, at this point, you've seen everything on, it's second nature anyway. After however many years of being together, you're just like, yeah, I've seen your dick. You've seen my dick.
Like, who cares?
Even in high school, people shower together after gym. It doesn't mean anything.
Did you guys do that after gym class? Because I never did. Because we never had that, Cars.
No, we didn't have that. That for some reason, and I went to a Catholic school, so you figure if any place would, they would. But no, for some reason, they just turned off all the plumbing in there, and no one ever bothered with it.
Budget cuts.
Yeah.
Now, what fabric is that? Whose is that?
Maybe it's Bronco Henry's.
Is it? Or is it the woman? Is it the wife's?
Oh, that would be creepy.
Because that looks like it's just simply like a silk scarf, or maybe it's a hanky.
Why do I feel like it's... I don't want to say the word.
You want to type it in the chat? Use sign language?
Yeah.
You're not thinking it's a rag of particular usage, do you? Based upon the coloring of it?
Engaged in self-appreciation?
Let's see if I spelled it correctly.
Oh, Lord.
BH. Oh, Bronco Henry's. It's Bronco Henry's. That's his scarf or hanky or whatever.
That's what you're thinking now?
Or maybe an ascot.
Because it says BH. Bronco Henry.
Did it say BH on it?
It has BH on it. It's on the corner there.
Yeah, it might have some BO on it too.
Yeah,
That's
I do see the BH. I may be accurate. I may be accurate.
Yeah. Well, you may not be wrong.
That's why I was like,
Okay.
I think that was just a satchel. That's not down in the pants.
No.
I'm not convinced, sir, you are correct.
Who, me?
No, Ryan.
Look, until the hand does more movement.
It was.
Oh, no.
Oh, the kid's going to walk in on this.
Don't come this way. Well, no,
don't come this way.
This is not how you need to discover such things.
Your eyes will burn. Or hellfire and brimstone.
And he just randomly goes over in the spot because it's like, I wonder what's in this random place of all places to go.
I'm bored. I'm just a kid.
Yeah, how does he know about this place?
Exactly. Of all the places he can go, it's kind of random. He's never been described as inquisitive in this regard. Anatomy and being a doctor and surgeon. Okay, fine. I can see that even with the rabbit. But it's like, you know what? I wonder if there's a dead body over here that I can, operate on, learn about the anatomy.
Maybe it's Bronco Henry's.
Uh-oh.
Is he going to walk?
Oh, this must have just been his like keepsakes from when he was a kid.
Hello.
Oh,
This was the equivalent of like a treehouse.
And that's the equivalent of Playgirl.
Oh,
and Playboy.
physique culture, and bodybuilding.
Yeah, more Playgirl. More Playgirl.
That's what I'm saying, Playgirl, yeah.
I knew someone that was for Playgirl.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Hmm.
He's an actor over in LA. More Art Deco sorts of, events that he does nowadays, but yeah, he posed, and God bless him if he did.
I went to school with
I
a guy
couldn't do it.
I went to school with a guy who became the substitute for Mr. Lifto. The guy who like lifts heavy weights with his dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened to that guy. It's been 30 years since I graduated almost.
Oh, he's wearing it like a goddamn scarf again.
Yeah.
Or a neckerchief, as
Ah,
some
no.
would.
And he's rubbing his junk. Usually when the guy walks in on
Run,
a scene
kid,
like,
run!
yeah,
Run!
he usually walks in on a girl in a scene like this. I'll give it credit. This is like the first time you've ever seen a guy walk in on another guy taking a bath. It has always been a guy walking in on a girl.
Run your ass!
As the dick flops as he's running.
V. Or virginity of my eyes that will never come back.
The moment where a kid be like, "No, he's trying to touch me."
The V, as in basically none of which this movie actually has.
Yeah.
Plenty of P, but no V.
I think this is the part where Sam Elliott started to lose it.
There's a whole lot of half-naked guys just chilling out there. Yeah.
Okay, but who knows what season this is? If this is summer,
Probably summer.
Yeah, it's summer. It's obvious.
I am not stinking up in like a white cotton top with a vest or overalls just because it's fashionable. If it's warm, I'm taking it off.
Yeah, I guess it can get warm in Montana.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry for logic.
Uh-oh.
Eh.
How the hell has he kept those so... He's like a sneakerhead. Those should not still be clean.
Oh, the hat's clean. The shirt's clean.
Wait, you call it you're calling him
Nope.
a certain word. But
Yeah, they're doing that.
but y'all doing the extra.
What's that?
But they're doing the extra, but you're calling him a certain word.
Well, that's because he's thin and weak. You can say it to him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain, you got to play the rules on this one. You say it to people that can't fight back or kick your ass.
That's the thing. They didn't have the mentality back then that if you were like a man's man, that you were actually like man. It was only the ones that looked effeminate that could have been ones that would have been like a woman.
Exactly.
Pete. Skeet. No.
Peter. Hello, Peter. What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he going to groom the kid now? That was the wrong foot. On account of you walking in, mommy, while I was naked taking a bath.
Yeah. It's like, look, let's just be friends and make sure you don't tell people what I was doing in that water.
And as I was running after you, completely stark naked, which they never really explained what happened after that.
Right.
Hmm. Phil Connors. Right now we are at what?
Yeah, part of me almost wonders if there's like ulterior motives with that. Like, is he really just trying to be cool with him after him seeing what he's seeing, or
No, he's grooming the kid, I think.
is he gonna mess with him?
No, my guess is he's grooming to ultimately seduce the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know how old the kid is at this point, Peter. Possibly sooner rather than later.
Uh-oh.
But Mama, he said he had candy for me.
Why you lock the doors?
They used to call it a Sibian.
This movie is like 90% euphemism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be a butch like I am.
Exactly.
By the way, folks, we're at 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 38 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we're coming around to the third act here where maybe someone has a change of heart.
Or someone
Or
might
just
die.
continues being a dick.
Movies like this need to usually have somebody die.
Yes. Manly men that had to be guided around by, Pocahontas. Someone. Sacagawea, right?
Yeah, Sacagawea.
Yeah, Sacagawea.
We're
The lady
men,
on the dollar coin.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights. Now you're a man, a mounty man.
A Victoria record. Thing. How dare you know that thing called diction?
Yeah, got it. Coach shot on that.
Stop.
Art.
A lot of hills.
Hills have eyes.
The
Boy, I don't see a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see it.
Mm.
Yeah, like if you look at that shadow in the center, it kind of looks like a dog's head open.
Yeah, okay, I do see it now. He's like, I got a newfound respect for you, son.
Oh, where's George when all this is happening?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like he really just abandoned her to the bottle.
Is this all? I mean, she said he was going to be gone for a week. Is this all like in 1 week here?
That's a fast wink.
She, Are we
Very
working on
eventful.
Dragon Ball clock?
Yeah, no, they don't drag it out for like 3 hours.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I can do that too.
Okay. Calm your nerves.
Well, I didn't know they were going to do this. I was like, I just happened to be here. Remember, I was trying to do my Guile thing with the hair.
After the show. After the movie.
Which Guile, though? Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No, he didn't have that much hair.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You pull that off. I mean, nobody has the...
Oh,
hair.
she's gone.
She's not happy.
No,
Is
but
it-
she's making lines of powder. That's not good either.
Mhm.
White, like the powder I've been sniffing. I mean, not now, but now you're looking a bit spent. But certainly not the comb.
This entire movie is basically just people talking and waiting until the next possible cringe moment.
Yeah.
You know there's more cringe moments coming, but you don't really know entirely what the next one's going to be.
Now I'm reading it and I keep doing it. God damn it. Again, this is like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I did not expect it to be a thing, watching and me having, and I've never seen this before.
Half naked guy to that. Yeah, I was gonna say, should
damn.
we do like basically a flaming Cheetos challenge every time there's a half naked guy? Oh, half naked guy. I think that video on YouTube is like 250 or 280 views at this point too. People, I think I forget. I gotta look that up now.
So he's trying to train him to be a man.
Yeah,
A manly man.
manly man.
We are men. We're men with
We're men
tights.
They roam
Well, here
around
it's
the
men in
forest.
chaps, but
Huh?
men in chaps over men in tights.
Mm-hmm.
We're men in chaps.
We're awesome, cool, and don't look like saps. We're men. We're men in chaps.
I knew he was going to go further. I just
We're
knew
gonna
he was
ride the
going
horse and
to.
don't give a crap.
Why did I encourage?
And that's really Dave Chappelle's first acting movie.
Yeah, dude. And then he did like had a TV show on ABC that was a spinoff of Home Improvement that failed epically, called Buddies. It was supposed to be Jim Brewer, but they fired Brewer off.
Mm-hmm.
That classic Western trope where the young man goes out on his own to become a man and discover what it means to
Find a dead
life.
cow.
And
Found a kill looked like somebody pooped his booty hole.
oh,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't say that.
no, just looking at the.
The cow that has been dead for a little while at this point.
Oh man.
Well, you know, science for the doctor. Right?
Yeah.
Whoopsh.
It's like there's gotta be a better way.
Oh yeah.
I am going to bring this cow to life.
It's alive! It's alive!
Whoa.
Meow.
Meow.
Or I'm meow
He's
here.
being very careful with the incisions, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh, George is back.
Oh, good. Finally, in time for the 5th act or whatever we're at.
Just like that crazy mom when you come home from school.
Paired up. That's a yeah.
Gonna teach him other things too.
Now, does she think that's the reason why, or because she's losing her son to him?
I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah.
I think what we've just understood is that we've seen him be an intimidating factor to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And certainly he feels she feels he's been intimidating to Pete as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she thought he was going to do him harm.
He made that look in. Credit to Benedict Cumberbatch.
And to be fair, I'm not necessarily sure that she's wrong about that either.
You're right.
Although we could do without this imagery.
Yeah, right.
Wait for it. I'm gonna make you mad.
Let's get down to business. Right out here, the ranch.
You're a poet, Scott.
God knows I don't show it. I will blow it though. Bronco Henry.
Oh, again with these Bronco Henry relations.
Every time they say Bronco Henry, it should be a drinking game.
No, it's too late.
Who?
I was about to say, if he caught it under the hat, that would have been genius.
That's amazing. Yeah, he nervous too because he see him.
Yeah, I got the thing.
Doctor can't do that. Even though I massacred the other one.
Could.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh. I was waiting to think maybe he was going
He's
to
got that look on his face. Is like, damn, kid.
That's nature for you. Oh. Hell of a splinter.
Wait, so you wrap it up? You don't take the wood out? Idiot.
Nah, you got to be a man.
Exactly.
Can't be a man if it gets infected and you have to lop your hand off.
That's all about being a man. You got to let it be
Exactly.
infected.
Well, look at that. You got color on you.
Mm.
It's called sepia.
Hey, Chris, where's the good news?
The sauce.
Mm.
The hooch.
Getting crunked, you know.
The fire water.
I don't
The
know
cooking
any other
shanty.
term. The moon
Oh,
and the
sherry.
sherry.
Sorry.
Never used to drink. And then he met your brother and started drinking.
But my question is with that,
Mm-hmm.
she's not happy with her relationship, or she just paranoid because of him?
Yes, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I could see the drinking basically when she saw, you know, her in-laws and those other people too.
Oh.
But I don't know. She's just so hung himself.
So
Okay, well,
apparently the good doctor had a drinking problem too.
yeah, and then he hung himself, so maybe she hasn't gotten over that too.
Okay.
Goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper.
Well, if we all know that's how they met, that's why she stopped.
Really?
Well, I could see it.
Hmm.
Funny enough, I can see it simply because he has this indiscriminate nature when it comes to killing, which
Yeah.
maybe the good doctor was a little bit more hesitant about.
Or a sociopathic tendency.
Yeah, exactly. If he's that easy to kill the rabbit, you know, then there may be a lack of feeling there.
But back then, I mean, that was not uncommon. If we look at it from basically 2022 eyes, yeah, it's rotten. But back then, I mean, that's what you did. You killed to survive.
They don't sell hides. They said that.
By the way, we have less than 30 minutes left of this.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot that's going to have to be resolved quickly.
Uh-oh. Oh, now she takes them off?
She can't see bare feet yet, though.
Oh, the Cowboys are going to be like, no, 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 no.
Hmm.
Well, they do good work.
Hmm.
So she's traipsing around in a nightgown and robe, some leather gloves, no shoes. She is off the deep end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There she
That's
goes.
what I expected. Could be that damn consumption that keep going around.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the best of everybody.
Lay off the alcohol.
Hmm.
You're gonna see it too. Mm-hmm.
By the way, him carrying her up those flight of stairs, however many takes they had to do, that takes some serious legs. I know she's light and all, but boy, that's got to be rough. Making that trip take after take.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, Plemons is no slouch.
Yeah. I mean, even if she's like 110, 115 or so, that's a little rough anyway.
By the way, we are at an hour 42 minutes, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a count up timer for Saturday, starting Saturday.
Yeah, we gotta put it in like the corner of the screen or something.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
And of course, if you're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch here at Tales from the Film Set, or at my Twitch at Real or Deal, or anyone else's, because I don't know what everyone else put up.
William,
Go ahead, watch, follow, and enjoy. We will be back here next week with another movie, as well as our normal Tales from the Film Set show at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening Eastern Standard Time.
Also, will grind my gears tomorrow night at 7 p.m. To be continued on that as we figure out how Benedict Cumberbatch is losing his shit yet again. Whatchamacallit?
For alcohol.
Yes. Addictive personality.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I won't say nothing. Double negative.
It's like, this got nothing to do with me. I'm out.
Yeah. Is there a fight going to break out between the two of them?
He's not wrong.
They were my hides.
Mm-hmm.
We apologize for any inconvenience.
Yeah, see, he's just as bad off
Yeah.
if you needed them just to have them burn for probably some ritualistic sacrifice. Unless, is that what the rope strands are made of? Is this something from Bronco Henry that you learned?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, it's somehow connected there, I'm sure.
Now, in this case, I wonder if the book is going to explain more things than the
Don't
movies
do
will
it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Rawhide.
If you do it, just give him a hug. Just give him a hug.
Yeah.
Show him you're not heartless.
Mm. Uneasy music playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're not sure if something sinister is going to happen or not.
It's
You
very
care
uneasy.
about it because
Hmm.
you really don't know what the intentions are. You don't know what the deep down is. Which is what I think makes the movie very captivating. It's like we've been knocking on it, sure, but there is some good stuff here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think it does get mired in the sexual ambiguity of all things.
Yeah, again, we've got like what, 10 minutes left?
Stop playing.
Yeah. 21 minutes left overall, including credits.
Well, that
That's a big
splinter's
cut.
still an issue.
What's that?
That splinter's still an issue. You see the
Yeah.
blood spilling out. The good doctor's going to have to do something about that.
Yeah, his hands are messed up.
I'm saying, how is he supposed to do the rope properly when one of them like, no, off. It's got that huge gash in it, looking like something out of an alien movie.
That did look bad, yeah. And if it's still bleeding later.
First Doctor Strange, now this. Cumberbatch can't keep his hands straight, you know? They all get mucked up.
Hmm. There's like little hearts up there, too. I was waiting for that answer.
Uh-oh, it's getting...
Hmm.
Yeah, he was.
Someone saved my life tonight. Actually, in a freezing situation, yes, you are supposed to be naked. Believe it or not, that is the survival tactic. Odd though it may be.
Yeah, but you know what he means by...
I know. I'm just...
There's more to it than just huddling up, warming each other up.
You mean they were warming each other up? Kid's gonna seduce him now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It could go either way.
I don't know if he's emotional enough to do it.
Again, you don't really know with this.
Yeah.
And again, uneasy music playing.
Because look at the kid. He's like,
He's got a
seems
newfound
like a
confidence.
serial killer.
He's got a
That
newfound
stoic
confidence.
look, man.
And then I guess cut to the next morning.
Well, I'm guessing they finished the rope.
A lot of establishing shots of the horses here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of establishing shots of the horses here. Oh, there we go. People.
Uh-oh. So he didn't set out.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the barn with the rope.
Is he going to walk in on him?
Oh, no, he's there.
All right.
Just was a late night, I guess.
This movie does a lot about not answering questions.
He looks sick.
Yeah.
Well, could be gangrenous from the cut.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. Looking at the hand. No, you're not.
Is it going to be clunky? Ooh.
You can see that hand from the distance. So it can be done.
If I can change, and you can change, everybody can change.
Oof. So wait, yeah, where is Peter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's just up there.
That's got to be a long ride too. Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Back then you're doing 15 miles an hour. It's a great shot though. My God, that's a great camera.
Yeah.
Wait.
And that.
Oh.
Oh wait. Oh. Huh.
Well, damn.
Hmm.
He really needed to have that looked at.
Yeah. Hmm.
That was morose.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hmm.
I thought she was looking for cuts on her hand. It's like, what is that thing?
Yeah, welcome to the family.
It's
That
taking
makes
a
sense.
somber turn.
Yeah. Well, can't say I'm surprised by that.
No, that's how things were in the Old
Happy
West.
Hmm.
You know. Oh, son of a bitch.
And suddenly it's full circle.
Oh. Oh, man. I may have been right all along about this motherfucker being a serial killer.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the end of the movie.
It's like those pitch meetings that you see from Screen Rant. That's the name of the movie.
Well, usually, it was the Cinemas's like roll credits.
He's got his sneakers back on.
Mhm.
Still pretty damn white. That should have been the first tip off. Anybody that keeps their clothing, especially sneakers, that white while wearing them, it's a twisted mind. Some anal retentiveness right there.
First affection they've shown in the entire movie. I wonder what he's thinking. The kid's thinking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, for all we know, maybe he's happy as long as she's happy. Ooh-wee. That took a decided turn.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm not mad about it, but
No.
it's very surprising.
Right. Like, this would be considered what to everybody? A Western thriller?
Macabre. Noir. Man, well, that's no. I don't know. But there's so much that you don't know, and I think that's the point of it.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's see what they actually have it categorized as, if anything.
They just said Western drama.
Drama, romance, Western.
But I think they
doesn't
could
say
throw...
anything about suspense or thriller, and I would say rightfully so, but considering it really only happened like within that last 20 minutes of the film.
Right.
But wow.
Yeah.
That's like some that's some early Shyamalan sort of shit right there. I have to say, man. Ooh.
All right.
Ooh-wee.
I was going to say, basically, we got the request to do a spoiler-free review on this.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this case, I wanted to basically talk a little bit about that. Ryan, do you want to put the hat back on now that you just took it off?
Well, if and I must.
If and I'm thinking you should, sir. It would be highly respectful of you to wear the hat again, good sir, as we sit here and talk about this movie here. So,
all righty then.
All right. So that was Netflix.com/Tudum for bonus content. Interesting. All right. So now that at this point that we finished The Power of the Dog on Netflix, this will be a spoiler-free review, just our thoughts on the film, the performance, the setting, and everything else there.
Right.
Anybody want to volunteer to go first, or do you want me to roll with it first? Please.
All right. So after watching the film, so far it's a unique Western film. I wouldn't say it's your typical Western film. It's something that will intrigue you because there is some type of mystery into it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the very end, there is a good twist in a way where you're like, wow. Because a lot of times watching this movie, I was questioning a lot of things, and certain things I could be right, I could be wrong. So it's like one of those films that make you think and make you start trying to piece everything together. So I would say, don't think of this as your ordinary Western film. Think of this as a unique type of Western film without the guns, without anything, like a drama piece to a point where you're sitting back and you're trying to analyze each character in a way where you're trying to pick their brain and see where they're going.
It's a story that just happens to take place in the West.
Correct.
As opposed to a Western per se. Fair.
Although, to be fair, you could also say that it's a film that, in many aspects, could only have happened in the West. Given a lot of the undertones and subject matter that were discussed in the film. Well, not even discussed, but like alluded to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you try to do it something like now, like I don't think it would have hit as hard. But yeah, as far as this film, first of all, just so we keep it spoiler free, I don't want to say too much on the plot or the story, but obviously it's very layered. So if you're someone like Sam Elliott who sees the movie and thinks it's not a Western, even though it's set in the West, leave your apprehensions at the door, because this is going to be a movie that isn't so much your typical Oscar bait Western material that you've probably seen in years gone by. This is telling a completely different kind of story, and it's telling a story about acceptance. It's telling a story about knowing who you are inside, being true to thyself, and being able to find the good in others.
Mhm.
And as far as the acting is concerned, Cumberbatch, this is definitely his movie. Although I would say Plemons, definitely this is one of his better roles, one of his more dramatic roles. Maybe um, not as necessary as other films he's been in. But Cody Smith McPhee, who plays Pete, the stepson to Plemons, that is some good acting, I have to say. Like, if anybody stole the show from Cumberbatch, it's him.
Correct.
Both him and they both work off very well off each other. Almost like a father-son dynamic, or maybe like a rivals sort of feeling. But you go into a movie like this just to see the acting. You're not worried so much about the story. The story definitely plays in itself, but the acting is what really sells it.
Yeah. And I think in this case here is basically we just offer a quick drive-by hello back to you as well. Again, this is our spoiler-free review of The Power of the Dog. My thoughts on this one, first of all, the set design, it felt like 1920s Montana. I loved how they did that. I know there was some complaints and some argument about the fact that it was New Zealand. Fine. You know what? I forgot that it was filmed in New Zealand for most of it. I think I give a lot of credit to that. I mean, New Zealand is phenomenal as a filming location anyway, but it doubled so well as Montana that I forgot it was on the other side of the planet as they're filming this. Set pieces, again, the performances, I mean, you guys have already talked about it. I can see why this is getting so many accolades. Benedict Cumberbatch and Kirsten Dunst, but everybody involved, Jane Campion for directing as well. There was something about this film that I wasn't expecting. I didn't know, honestly, what I'd expect coming into this. I really had no idea. But I find myself more intrigued by it than I thought I would be, because of the fact that the performances themselves and the direction were that strong that you kind of sit there wondering what the next thing is going to be and how the next thing is going to end up. And it is a little bit edge of your seat that way, out of just pure curiosity to see where the story is going to go, and honestly, yeah, I could see this film absolutely winning an Academy Award or two.
It's like just finding out about the director, Jane Campion. I think the only other film of hers I've ever seen was The Piano. And again, considering what she was able to do with, what was it, Anna Paquin in that film. At that point, the youngest woman ever, I think the youngest person, period, to ever win an Academy Award. I think she did really well being able to direct McPhee, in the sense that he had to be a multi-layered character, just as Benedict Cumberbatch had to be a multi-layered character. If you think this is going to be the kind of story where it's like, bullying the soft-looking kid and stuff like that, you have another thing coming.
Right.
And based upon The Piano and based on something like this, Campion has a way of redirecting your attention from what you think you're going to get versus what you really do get.
Yes. And that's what made this an engaging 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours to me.
Right.
And
to be fair, we did knock on it at times. There were definitely some tropey things going on.
100%, yes. But overall, yes, I could see this movie absolutely winning an Academy Award. And it's a movie that I think if you watched it again, you might catch on some nuances you didn't pick up on the first time.
Right. Oh, yeah, no, now that you can think of it, like, there
now
is something I remember from, like, when, I guess, Plemons and Kirsten Dunst's character, Rose, when they start talking and everything, there were a couple of lines that I figured it would just kind of like throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as you saw how the characters developed and the fates of some of them, it does hit harder.
Yes.
Thinking about it the second time around, and that's always the good, like that's always the detail of a good story. If it actually makes lines more important than they were when they initially are said.
So yeah, credit all around, kudos all around.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Now,
I would just say
now
it was
does this mean it's going to win the big awards come Oscar time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We don't know,
because
I think it'll pick up. I think
one of the more prominent films, but there are some heavy hitters.
I think it will get one.
Possibly.
I'd say best director might go there. I think.
Okay.
I would like to see Benedict get the big one for himself.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think he will on this one. I don't suspect that, but I think it'll walk away with at least one.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to at least see something. Writing or directing. Well, this would be what? This would be an adapted screenplay, correct? Yes.
Correct.
So, I mean, I almost hate to say it, and then I hate to bring the person's name up again, but if this does win Best Adapted Screenplay or Best Directing, Sam Elliott's going to go ahead and shoot himself in the foot. I'll tell you what.
I think Sam Elliott will survive on this one. As somebody who's played, the angry cowboy for decades, literally, in one form or another, 1 decade or another,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to promote how polarizing a movie can be, get someone who's almost feels insulted by it.
Fair. So. But I think Benedict Cumberbatch, I think he's going to get more recognition from this, even if he doesn't win the Academy Award out of it.
Which will definitely play into Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness when it comes out in 2 months after the awards.
Yeah, one's going to feed into the other on that one. You know what? Maybe he would get the Best Director.
Actually, hold on. No, wait. Not even 2 months. Like roughly 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. The month of April, and then it's that first week of May.
Wow.
So, I mean,
Academy,
if you're smart, if you want those ratings.
Yeah.
Just
it is a business at the end of the day, so.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Any final thoughts as we wrap this up, I think?
Pretty much all I had to say is it was a film that I did not expect to be sitting 2 hours to watch. I thought I was going to be like, no, I was really intrigued. I was sitting there at the edge of my seat trying to piece together everything. And I never experienced a film that made you piece together everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked a good one.
I got to give a shout out to Ryan, by the way, because you're 2 for 2 right now. 2 movies that I was kind of like, okay, and 2 movies I walked away from saying, damn. So
to be fair, if someone wants to pick the next movie for next week, that's completely fine.
Oh, I'm not trusting myself on that one.
From.
No, it's your job now. You set the bar. You're keeping the bar. You dude.
Take it. Take that.
Fine responsibility. All right. Final thought wise, I mean, everyone played the part that they were supposed to, some better than others. And again, while we joke about the kind of tropes that came into the Western part of the film, there was so much more of that wasn't necessarily Western. And I think that really worked towards its favor. It's going to be interesting to see Cody Smith-McPhee and Elvis, because that's the next big movie I think he's in. And he's the one that I really want to go ahead and try to see where he goes from here. But again, everyone did well, and this would be something that if you wanted to feel a little bit more cultured and sophisticated as far as the movie goes, this is one to watch.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. So I think we all approve on this one. So we will be back again next week as we're going to be doing another Oscar-nominated film. We don't know which one yet. I trust Ryan's ability on this one because he's been 2 for 2. I fully believe you'll be 2 for 3 or 3 for 3 as well.
No pressure. That's good.
No pressure.
You're on a roll, bro. You're on a roll.
Exactly. Yeah. So I believe in you, man. I have faith in you. So, all right. So that's going to, like I said, do it for us. Thank you as always for tuning in. I appreciate that. For myself, I'm Scott Schertzen. As Mr. Devani Bosie down there, and over there is Mr. Ryan O'Regan. Find us always on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Instagram and Facebook at Tales from the Film Set, and on Twitter at Film Set Tales. So for you guys, thanks as always. We will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for What Grinds My Gears, as I sit there and I gripe about a few different things that are happening in the movie industry, including some of the stuff that I watched firsthand yesterday. So anyway, that'll be tomorrow night. For you guys, appreciate you guys. Take